So anyway, I wanted to introduce the president of TMR, Linda Carr, and her journey with the company whose vision slogan is imagination, innovation, ingenuity, implementation, integrity, that all equals success. Linda's president's message on their website is a great introduction, but let's hear from Linda directly. So over to you, Linda. Oh, there you are. I think you're on mute.
Here. No, I just unmuted myself.
Thank you.
So I had no idea what to expect and no idea what to say. So I'm listening to all of you guys, and I'm glad that you invited me to join you today. I take it as an honor. My beginnings is a humble beginning, and I started TMR actually twice. I graduated. I have a master's in electrical engineering, computer science, and an undergraduate in mathematics. My mother did not actually graduate from high school. She eloped with my father after he graduated from high school. So he had a high school education as well. And out of the two of them, we have 5 siblings. I have 4 siblings. We've all graduated I graduated from the University of Virginia and George Washington University. And then my sisters graduated from Purdue, from Harvard, from Lynchburg College, and they graduated summa cum laude. And they have some very impressive careers, and they're now in the retirement age. The one thing that imagination, when we were growing up, my father told us that we could do anything. Nothing could stop us. It was the only thing that people are going to like you because they like you. People are going to dislike you for whatever reason they dislike you, but it's all within you. What you do is within you. Nothing can stop you. And so if you want to be, imagine it. You can be whatever you imagine you want to be. And there's some people that imagine they want to raise flowers, and they want to just stay at home and be with their kids. My mom was a housewife, and she enjoyed it. I don't know why, because I would kill myself, but she enjoyed it. And none of my siblings were housewives, by the way. But the fact is that you can do anything that you imagine. And then with innovation, it's create new ideas. Mistakes are not mistakes. They're opportunities. They're opportunities to grow. The fact of the matter is that a successful person has failed more than an unsuccessful person because they've tried more times. And so you can either take your failures and sit in the corner, or you can take your failure and go, how can I make that better? You can take your successes and you can make your successes better. You can make an A on a test, a 93 on a test, but guess what? You can make a 100 on a test. And you know, I've had a lot of failures working with SMA. I mean, they're great. I love them. But I've had a lot of failures, and I have to go back and say why. And if there might be a good reason, there may not be. But the fact of the matter is innovation. Come up with those ideas, learn from what you do. And then after that, those failures, turn those into successes. The ingenuity, that's the engineer in me. So ingenuity, an engineer will see a screwdriver and say, okay, you use that for screwing screws into the wall and stuff like that. And then after that, I have to prop this window up, and I have no way to prop it up. And every time I put it up, it comes back down. And oh my God, what am I going to do? My God, I have an 8-inch screwdriver. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick it in the window and hold that window up so that and then, you know, maybe I'll go out and get a stick. And a stick wasn't made for that though. But how many times have you seen somebody lock a door with a stick? Just lock a sliding glass door with a stick. And you can go to Home Depot and you can pay $10 for that stick, or you can go someplace and buy a pipe for like little or nothing, and it does the same thing. It's all in ingenuity, how you think about it. So you have to think about it, use your ingenuity. And then implementation. You know, you got to get up and move, plan, and go do, you know? And some people go, oh, my daughter tells me all the time, oh, that gets me down, that gets me down. And I said, okay, if it gets you down, get up and move. Make another plan. If something's getting you down, get up and move. Make a plan and get up and move. Go do something else. Implement, you know, and go back. You go back. If you fail, learn from it. If you succeed, and that's one of the things that people don't do, is sometimes when they are actually successful on a bid, you should also go back and say, you know, why was I successful? So I can do it again. I want to do it again. And they might say that you were successful, you know, it was pretty much this, that, and other thing, you know, we would have liked that, but you said this, and you can learn from that. You learn from that success. So when you implement, you do, and then you fail or you succeed, but you learn. And that's what you want to do. You always want to put yourself in a learning position. The last thing being integrity. For me, if you're in the business to make money, then you're gonna be unhappy. I don't care how much money you make. How many people have read about millionaires, billionaires that are unhappy? If you're in it for the money, you're going to be unhappy. You have to do what you like. I told, I've talked to my kids' DECA classes as well. And there was a story about a guy who loved horses. He worked all his life and he worked with horses on the weekends or whatever else, but he worked a job all his life and then he retired. When he retired, he went on a ranch and he transported horses. And he loved horses. And so everybody wanted them to transport his horses. He became a millionaire transporting horses after he retired because they loved it. And he was doing the stuff that he loved. And so when you think about it, you want to be in it for yourself, for what you love. And then you want to be able to sleep at night. You don't want the problems. You don't want the headaches. You don't want the arguments or the fight. And so if you're honest with people, and sometimes with SMA, we do proposals, we do reviews. And I say sometimes people come there with white gloves and party hats and they don't tell the truth about somebody else's proposal or what somebody's doing or something. And they never get to where they want to be, because they haven't been honest with the other person. Nobody wants to poke anybody in the eye. Nobody wants to hurt anybody's feelings. But when you are talking to somebody and they know that you're coming from a place of honesty and integrity, then they're willing to deal with you. I've had people that have come to me and they've brought opportunities to me because they said they know they want to work with me. Just because they know that I'm not going to take their work, I'm not going to do anything that that they wouldn't respect. And so I know that in the evenings I can sleep at night because I've done what I may have done something wrong. Don't get me right. Don't get me wrong. I've been wrong in my life and I'll be wrong again, but I've tried to do it the right way. And so when you do that, then not only I have people that I've worked with for a long time. I have people that have been with me for over 20 years. And I enjoy working with people like that. And Peter at SMA will let you know that I'll be honest with you. I will tell you what I think, because I don't think that you can have a good relationship with anyone if you're not honest with them. And like I said, you don't have to poke them in the eye, but that honesty between friends, between people in relationships will make that relationship better. And if that person doesn't appreciate it, then maybe that's not the right person for you to be working with. And so, you know, you listen to both sides, but that will keep you sane. You know, it will just keep you sane, knowing that you have spoken your mind, you've been honest with somebody and somebody's been honest with you. So my big thing is that my family is important to me, and the balancing act. And as we're doing, as I've worked with SMA for over 7 years, I think I've been with them about 7 years. I absolutely love Brian. He's a part of our family. We don't think of him that way. We've walked with other people at SMA. They're part of our family. We don't think of them as somebody that their staff, they're extensible staff for me. And when I need something, I have to ask a question, then I can go to those people because then I know that they're going to help me. And if I have an issue with what's been done, I know that they're going to work that issue with me. And that's a part of, and they have worked with me even when I was unhappy. they worked with me. And so that's what's important, is to have that good relationship with someone that you can share and grow and be. And so from a SMA perspective, I've really enjoyed the relationship. We've maintained the relationship, and we have every intentions of doing that, because they have become a part, they have become a part of TMR. You're in my budget. so, so you are a part of TMR. So I really appreciate the working relationship that I've had with SMA and the success that they allowed me to have. And I thank you for allowing me to be with you today.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Yes, what an incredible story you have. You're so inspiring. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Linda, we have one question for you. Do you tinker?
Do I tinker?
Yes.
What do you mean? Do I tinker as in my business?
Well, yes, back to Susan's presentation, all about tinkering with hundreds.
I call it thinking out of the box, and we just had orals, and I usually use an orals coach, and I decided to do the orals myself, to do my orals coaching myself, which I could have killed myself for. Because I had somebody that was a PMP certified cybersecurity guy, 27 years of experience. He worked for GDIT. And if you asked him what his name was, he wouldn't know what you had to hold up a sign, you had to tell him. And it was, so I had to write the script for him and help him write the script and coach him through it. So yes, I tinker, and I respect people that can do what Susan does, because it takes, even proposal management, it takes a certain personality to be able to do that. And so I do kind of step out of my box occasionally and tinker, but then I realized why I pay other people. And proposal management's hard. It's telling people and keeping people encouraged to continue while you're telling them what they didn't do well. And so that, and being encouraging, and I have a lot of balls in the air and stuff. Do I tinker? I tend to, and then I figure where my space is and I stay there. But you have to, and that's the ingenuity part of it. Be creative. You have to be creative. That's what change is all about.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you.